Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. You can see from the hadith on the screen, the Prophet ﷺ mentioned, Inna min al-ma'ruf, verily from amongst the good deed, an talqa, that you meet akhaka bi wajhin talqin, your brother with a smiling face. So I think everyone can read this statement and understand very clearly what it's saying. Even a smile from the face of one to another is a type of good deed in our deen. More generally, we should understand that the companions of the Prophet ﷺ recognized that every moment was an opportunity. Each moment in life is an opportunity to approach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and to earn His reward. Every good business person recognizes this principle, that every dollar is a potential invested dollar. Every Muslim recognizes that every moment is a potential invested moment. Our capital that we've been given in this life is time. Every single person in this room is equivalent in that. We've all been given time. We don't know how long that time is, but we've all been given time. And one of the responsibilities of a Muslim is to take that time and invest it in as many good deeds as possible, because that is what's going to result in profit in the hereafter. And that is what allows a person to be able to approach their Lord. Sahaba were many things, but one of their features was that they were lovers of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They wanted to do everything possible to attain the pleasure of their Lord and to earn His infinite reward. And so for them, they were looking to dot the I's and cross the T's. You know, when you read a paper and you're trying to correct the mistakes, if all the big mistakes are gone, then you say, let me dot the I's and cross the T's. So in life, they were looking to dot the I's and cross the T's. And here the Prophet ﷺ is highlighting for them one of the ways that you can dot the I's and cross the T's. That even a smile from one person to another is a type of good deed. Even a smile is an opportunity. If we're going to meet if two people are going to meet, or if I'm going to meet someone or someone is going to meet me, we can dot the I or cross the T by making sure that we smile at the time of that interaction. And all of us need to recognize this, because that is the ultimate expression of our deen. It's the ultimate way to earn the maximum reward possible. And this was essentially the audience of the Sahaba. They were ready, desiring, waiting to hear how they could do every single deed to its perfection. This is called ihsan, by the way. Ihsan means excellence, which basically implies that you want to do in each interaction you want to gain the maximum benefit possible. You want to be able to approach Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the best way possible. So that's one way to look at this narration. Now we could actually back out. If you look at the version in Tirmidhi, it's part of a bigger narration in which the Prophet ﷺ actually mentions that every good deed is a sadaqah. Every good deed is a sadaqah. So again here, the same principle applies, which is that Sahaba were always looking for how they could share their wealth, how they could share what Allah has blessed them with. So if there was an opportunity to spend, they would seek that opportunity and take maximum advantage of it. At the same time, there were some companions who didn't have as much as the others did. So here the Prophet ﷺ was encouraging them that even a smile is a type of good deed which can be, in the broader scheme of things, considered a type of sadaqah. So that's another angle that you can take this narration at. And the third point that I'll make is the power of the smile. So the ulama, the scholars, they write concerning this type of narration. It comes in multiple forms, but this type of narration. that the smile is an exceedingly powerful tool. In fact, maybe it's best summarized by another narration of the Prophet ﷺ, in which he said something very interesting. He said, "You won't win people over with your wealth." It's a very, very amazing statement from a perspective. You won't win people over with your wealth, but you will win them over with your good manners and a smile. And subhanAllah, that's exactly true. It's exactly true. You can get people to follow you if you have wealth. You can get people to be impressed with you if you have wealth. But the moment you park the car in the garage, they go the other way. When you hang up that suit in the closet, your respect gets hung with the suit. It doesn't stay with you. But what really influences people, what people's hearts are attracted to, what the soul is drawn to, is good manners, is good character. And one expression of that is the smile. In fact, one companion, he mentions that he never saw the Prophet ﷺ except that he was smiling. He never saw the Prophet ﷺ except that he was smiling. And you can see why, if you put back out again and look at the global understanding of this narration, that a smile is even a type of good deed, and a good deed is a type of sadaqah. And how so? Because in sadaqah, you take money out of your pocket and you give it to those in need. But when a person smiles, they're transmitting that happiness from their face to the heart of the person who they look at. So it's a type of sadaqah in a way. It's a good deed, but it's also a type of sadaqah. And when people smile at one another, this again wins over hearts. And when you win over hearts, people are attracted to what lies behind you, meaning what's the foundation that you stand on. I don't think you have to go further than the mall to be able to understand this principle. Anybody who works in any kind of major department store or in a very fine store, like a fine jewelry store or a boutique store, when they train the workers, the first thing they train them, smile at every customer that walks in the door. Smile at every customer that walks in the door, because that's going to sell the product more than you explaining what the product is. You can sit for an hour and explain the product is this, the product is that, but the smile and a how are you today is going to really, really take you far in closing the sale. So we too are sellers, but we sell the love of Allah. We sell the deen of Islam. We sell the sunnah of the Prophet ﷺ. So it's so exceedingly important that we dig deep inside of ourselves and we bring out those smiles. Why? Because we're trying to influence. One, we want as many good deeds as possible. Two, we want to follow the sunnah. But three, we're also carrying a message on our shoulders. Don't we want that message be transmitted to our children? A smile is going to go far more than any kind of scolding will ever take us. Do we not want to transfer this message to our spouses? Again, a smile will take us much further than blowing up on one another. Don't we want to transmit this message to the people in our community and unite hearts and be able to elevate the community and elevate what it stands for? A smile will take us very far in achieving that. And do we not want that this deen be shared with every single one of mankind? The smile is what wins over people's hearts. The smile is what wins over people's hearts. So again, there's multiple angles at which you can understand this narration, but when you put them all together, you gain this global understanding that Muslims are those who seek to do every good deed. They seek to leverage every opportunity that comes before them. They use their wealth, they use their time, they use their health, they use their energy to convert it to as much good as possible, and to the extent that they even dot the I's and cross the T's. And one way by which we can dot the I's and cross the T's is to make sure that we make every effort to smile at one another, to smile at those in our households, and to smile at the greater community that surrounds us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us amongst those who carry smiling faces, and may He make us amongst those who are able to do as many good deeds. Wa akhiru da'wana anil hamdulillahi rabbil alamin.